Welcome everyone to another Exploding Kings version of Settlers of Catan. Settlers of Catan is a map created by Hank the Super Nerd. I think about a month or two ago now. It's hard for me to remember. Time flies. But it's based on the board game, and there's different sections of the map with different resources to collect. And then it is diplomacy, regicide, hopefully. Are there kings? There are kings. Perfect. There's water on the outer edge. There's sections with gold. There's sections with stones, sections with trees. And the big thing to focus on here will be the fact that if kings die, they have a small countdown on them, and then they explode. On top of that, I believe this is the radiation version, but don't quote me on that yet because there's so many different versions. And I get pretty confused, to be honest. So I'll introduce the players once they choose their TC locations. We'll add the overlay back so you can see the total populations. Unfortunately, we've been having a real headache getting the game started today, and I'm about to make my headache worse and just bash my head through a wall if this continues, because this is getting really annoying. I'm just kidding, that's not how you should solve your problems, but this is... The game's not running smoothly, so I got stuck in the settings screen for the overlay. Ah! God. It's killing me right now. Positive mindset. Positive mindset. What is happening? Game is not running here. It seems like one of the players is having connection issues. This seems like a lag problem, right? This is my guess. Faru dropped, wasn't connecting, so maybe Faru's giving them problems? I can't add the overlay until the game's actually running, because... Yeah, this is what happens. It just freezes up on me. So I'll wait to hear back from Gear. It's also possible that since they're 2 minutes ahead of us, it might take 2 minutes game time for these problems to resolve. We extreme lag. I think my internet might drop. Never happened before, but it is pretty bad. Well, who... I mean, the problem is I need to know who the problem child is so we can kick him out, right? Who is it? You or someone else? Feels bad, man. It's alright. This will just make all the good games today feel even better. You, Gear. So it's the host of the game. Perfect. Okay, so they're saying it's Gear. To me, it is Heroes. Well, we'll see. It's smoothed out now, alright? It's smoothed out. This is fine. This is... Hey! Come back here. Please. Please work for me, game. It's a 20-year-old game, chat. This happens. So far, YouTube is very impressed, I'm sure. Okay, everything seems fine. Well, if lag continues, everyone come back. Hope for the best. Alright. So, I'm getting kind of tilted, not gonna lie. Let's introduce the players for this game. In the yellow, we have Gear. Gear is playing as the Mayans. Dr. Hertz says he feels bad for me. Well, thank you, Dr. Hertz. I feel bad for me, too. Faru is also playing as the Mayans. He's right next to Gear. Ugh. Gear might have the drop. It's pretty bad. Why don't you guys come back? Gear can't drop out because he's the host. I won't be able to spectate if the host drops out, so I'm just going to have them come back and we'll have to eliminate some players. Bit of T90 salt. But if we know who it is, then we can just remove them and start with 7. It should be a quick process. Or get Sir Nomer in here, because I actually owe him a game because of what happened earlier. I understand, like, no one needs to feel bad about it. It's not as if these people got into games and wanted these issues to happen. It's just the circumstances can be pretty frustrating. Definitely, like, first world problems, though. Like, oh, my video game won't run, so I can't talk about it in front of people. You know, so I try not to get too salty. Always try and put things in perspective. It's not something to be too upset about. Like, that's literally what I do is I talk about video games. Meanwhile, other people have some real problems, like they're getting attacked by ducks out there. Azure Sentry says, hey, Dr. Hertz just passing. Yep, he just passed with his king there. Gear says it's getting better? Okay. You know what? As long as chat's with me on this, as long as this is a collective effort, Gear says it's getting better, let's just commit to this. Alright, chat? You ready to just commit to this? Say it's fine and move on. Alright, I'm going to introduce the game now as if the previous stuff never happened. So ladies and gents, and ducks around the world, welcome to an 8-player Settlers of Catan King Boom map. Kings explode here, so be very careful with them, and handle your kings with care. In the red, we have Azure Sentry. He is playing as the Franks. In the teal, we have Shrieky. He is also playing as the Franks. In the gray, we have Khmer for Heroes of Our Time. There's also a friendly deer running away. Interesting stuff. In the orange, we have Dux the Savior playing as the Malians. In the blue, we have Faru. He's playing as the Mayans, and right next to him is Gear, who's also playing as the Mayans. To the southeast of them, we have Koreans for Minjamban. And then Dr. Hertz is here in the purple playing as the Mongols. That's all 8 players. It's a nomad start. This is on the Settlers of Catan map based on the board game, which I've yet to play, by the way. But there's different sections on the map with different resource layouts. So, best example would probably be this area is pretty garbage for gold. Now, Dr. Hertz has chosen a really bad spot. Everyone else seems to have some gold around. Some areas have more wood than others. Some areas have less wood than others. It's from what I've been told, what the board game is like, though I've never played it. And if you've ever played the game, there are bandits. I know that much. These bandits just, they're there for good looks, and they don't really do anything. So we had some issues starting the game today. Someone was lagging a little bit, but everything seems smooth now. So we're all good. There's also water on the outer edge. The water's always important to go fishing, and we've seen some great snipe attempts out here on water as well. It is diplomacy, so players can form alliances. They could backstab each other whenever they would want. But remember, kings do explode. So the last thing you want to do in Blue's shoes is kill Yellow's king right now, because then that king would explode and kill all of your town. It's pretty crazy stuff. And a recent YouTube upload was outstanding. It was a great example of what can happen with the kings. There was a chain reaction video. I think that was on Texas, actually, but it was a similar concept. Filster's in the chat, and he's reminding everyone that Allied Victory is also enabled. Filster, how do you know these things? How do you know Allied Victory is enabled? Because you're not in the game room. Seriously, like, how do you know these things? Is there a special trick? I have to know myself. That's very important to Filster, even when he's watching. He needs to know if Allied Victory is enabled. He says you look at Diplo. Oh, I guess I pulled that up, and you spotted that, right? Ah, I see. You spotted this. That's the first thing Filster looked at. I see you, Filster. I get it. That was pretty quick. Did I even open that before? I don't know. But, you know, Filster things, right? Filster likes his Allied Victory. It's been a while since Filster has played in a community game. He's been beasting it up, though, in 1v1s. Filster, did you get kicked out of new player lobby? I feel like we can, like, Dave can no longer make fun of you if you get kicked out of new player lobby for being so good. Cause Dave's still stuck there. You're close? Wow, well, congrats. I have been lurking on your stream every now and then. I watched a Burmese versus Japanese war last week. Congratulations. Don't clip that and send it to Dave, by the way. Shrieky will be in Feudal Age way faster than anyone. But as usual in these community games, it'll take some time before we see some big fights. So if you have questions, or if you want to hear a random conversation, then this would be the time for it. I guess I could let YouTube in on the new meme. I don't know if this is going to stick or not, but there's this... Hold on. Okay, we want this. This thing, right here. This is Harold, and he's right outside my new place down here in Florida, and Harold wants to hurt me. And so we were then looking at pictures of Muscovy ducks, and we found some videos, and I think within the next 5 minutes, if you refresh the stream and you're a sub, a T90 duck might be a new emote. Oh, it's working right now. Yeah, it's working. So I don't know what we're going to do with that, but I think I'll have to give you guys updates. Because the first time I saw this dude, I was taking a walk. It was my third day here. And I walked around the bush, and then he was looking at me. And I'm assuming it's a he. He was looking at me, and then he started flapping his wings a little bit and walking towards me. Like he was going to attack. So I ran, like any man would do. And then today he was sitting right outside my garage. Like right outside my garage. And there was also a baby right next to him. So it's probably a she, to be honest. But, anyways, it's vicious. And I think Harold, or Heralda, that's the female version, she might hurt me someday. So if I don't make it to a stream, if I'm late, the duck's got me. It's called a Muscovy duck, by the way. Do your research. It's, they're pretty ugly. I would be that angry with people, too, if I looked like that. My goodness. Heroes of Our Time is on the way to Castle Age now. He can fast-track his way there because he's Khmer. It's a nice bonus. You don't need your buildings required to advance to the next age. Maybe stop calling it ugly and I won't dislike you that much. Nope. Sorry, too late. You can't take the words back. If I called you ugly and then took it back because it offended you, would you think that I thought you were beautiful? Don't think so. If the duck believes that I think it's ugly, anything I say now is not going to change its mind. That's for sure. Where's Ducks the Savior in this game? We're talking about ducks. So, I have a guess here. Alright? Because I know Ducks the Savior very well. I have a feeling that Ducks the Savior does not truly believe he's going to win the game. But he wants a memorable game. And he realizes that his king is a walking bomb. He might try and use that at some... Whoa! Oh, I paused it. Whew. Sorry, misclicked it. He might try and use that to his advantage in this game. I'm curious. I could be wrong. It's been a long time since he's played in a community game. It's been well over a few months, so maybe he really wants to try hard here. I think probably the biggest tryhard in this game might be Gear. I've seen Gear play on this map a few times, and he's always picking Mayans, always going Eagles and Plumes. But that's fine. Every community game is different. Some players, they play to win. Some players play for memes. Some players do both. And we'll see soon enough. Maybe sing You're Beautiful by James Blunt to him. He will believe you like him again. I'm pretty sure he would just end my life. I will never sing that song. Because I would lose all my followers and subscribers. So, don't want that. I'd like to do this for a while longer. Taking a good old time here, guys. Green's walling up. You chose Koreans, huh? My favorite. Where's he getting stone right now? Oh, he's getting stone right there. T90 blind. Okay. So, I wanted to know how heavy he was on stone. He could castle drop both of these players if he wanted to. I think he's mainly playing defensive. Yeah, so I've been down in Florida for, I don't know, like 3 weeks now? I don't even know. But I have not seen a single alligator. Actually, that's not true. When you go to, like, mini golf places down here, a lot of them let you feed and hold alligators. My friends were like, hey, you wanna hold an alligator? I said, no way! Those things are like mini dinosaurs. They'll destroy me. I don't care how small an alligator is, they'll still take your arm off. Or at least mangle it. No thank you. I don't want to be the one exception, you know? Like, if a million people hold an alligator, and they're fine, and then one person gets bit, if 1 out of a million gets bit, that's gonna be me. That's just the story of my life, so. Now that would be a great clickbait YouTube video. Like, I got bit by an alligator, ... and then like, Mr. Beast in the background of my mangled arm and an alligator that's 3 times the size of the one that I held is there. That would be clickbait right there, but, you know, I don't clickbait, so I would never do that. I have no desire to pet an alligator. I don't know. I can admire them. I can admire them for their beauty and how, like, freaking sick they look, but I have no interest in holding one. Sorry. Lorena donated $2.50. And, sorry, the text-to-speech didn't work. I'm not going to read that one. I'm not going to tell the whole stream why your knees hurt. Thank you, though, to whoever that person was. Noob Nothing, thank you. Josh S.A., thank you. Twisted, I'm not in PA anymore, man, but thank you for the 31 months. Sorry, I saw those alerts earlier, but we got busy talking about the game. And only the game. Azure Sentry says, hi, Teal. Is he about to start a conversation? Or is Teal about to... Oh, Shrieky's about to be a naughty boy! What are you doing, Shrieky? Shrieky is going for a night rush? Well, that's mean. But hey, it's a strategy. Gear says, Blue, we need to work together. And Ducks the Savior says, move. He's telling Shrieky to move his scout. I wouldn't tell Shrieky what to do. Because Shrieky has army. Well, Azure Sentry hasn't really complained about this. I'm surprised that someone's being so aggressive early on. But it does happen. Poor Azure Sentry, though. I feel bad for him. Blue says, we're too close. If we don't ally, we'll hurt each other. So good logic from Blue and Yellow. And Yellow also said that Mayans are OP. Yeah, they are pretty strong. Definitely for Regicide as well, where you can go for those snipes. If you feel strongly about alligators, how do you feel about crocodiles? I mean, I feel the same way. I wouldn't hold either one. No, Azure Sentry! His king... Okay, his king is back in the TC now. He said, watch out for Teal. Yeah, Teal's all over him at the moment. Now, Yellow just said, Red, put your king in the TC. So, props to Yellow to being a nice guy. And letting Red know that his king was outside the town center. Listen, I don't have fears of any animals. Just... Or sorry, all animals. I just have common sense. I'm not gonna hold an alligator. I'm not gonna hold a crocodile either. I think they look freaking awesome. Just like I'm not gonna swim with sharks. Sorry. Oh no! He's making a run for it. I feel really bad for Red. Does anyone else feel really bad for him? No, don't die. Wait! He's sending his king towards Teal! Die! Suddenly I want him to die! Oh, and Teal's making a run for it. This is funny. So at the very least, Teal's gonna lose all of his eco and all of these knights. I think Teal just screwed himself over. The king's been deleted, so Azure Sentry is dead. No! Oh my god! He ate the goat! He ate the goat! And made the countdown faster, and then he couldn't get out of here! Oh my god! You just can't make this stuff up. You can't make it up. My goodness, now this is gonna go off and I don't think it'll do much. Okay, it's killed a few of Gray's buildings. But are you kidding me? I need to rewatch that. I need someone to clip that 10 times over so I can rewatch that later. Unbelievable. And I was talking about holding alligators and crocodiles. Typical, man. Typical. My goodness. Did Teal misclick? Did he not realize? I don't know, but that's exactly what he gets. Shrieky, that's karma right there. That is Age of Empires 2 karma. How beautiful was that?
To rig myself and the rest of
Woo!
Commie Games has been malfunctioning. Can you do some tech support later?
Jeez Louise. Well, can we please salute Azure Sentry? Because this is what I said. The more we do this, the more players are going to sacrifice kings for the memes, for the lulz, and for the revenge. That was a great decision. No one wants to tap out of a community game 25 minutes in, but he did it, and it was the right thing. He says, I figured fight or screw him for attacking so early in a community game. Exactly, man. Exactly. It was perfect. Because the reality is, if you would have tried to run around, you're too far behind at this stage. Everyone else has outboomed you because he hit you so early. And also, like, I don't want to paint Shrieky as the out-and-out enemy here. Community games are exciting because different players have different styles and strategies, so Well played to both. But my goodness. Shrieky, you might not want to show your face around the chat for a few minutes, and I get that, but if you're out there, can you tell me what happened with the goat? Did you try and eat that? Or did you finish another sheep or something around the same time, and it was just unlucky? He said, I didn't want to boom to Imperial and then attack. I don't think it's not my kind. I don't think it's not my kind. Don't think it's not. I'm not sure exactly what you mean, but yeah, I mean, you might be a more aggressive player, and had you killed Red and had his king not exploded on your king, it could have been good for you. I don't recall where the mountains were, but I kind of feel like mountains were exploded with that bomb. Oh, Green's making some archers here. This is interesting. We could have another chain reaction here. The players are so cramped and so close. Now, Dux wasn't happy about this scout earlier, but now Streaky's dead, so he's just going to convert it. And now that scout is his. Great job, Dux the Savior. Who, by the way, is an awesome guy and a great moderator on this stream. So, he doesn't like it when people compliment him, but he goes above and beyond for me, and I really appreciate him. Now, I say this now, but when he joins on the 24-hour stream on the 17th of August, I'm going to kick his ass in the co-op challenge. So, I appreciate you, but I can't wait to kill you. In the game, in the game. Dux will be an imp. Heroes of Our Time will be an imp. Heroes of Our Time has a crazy economy. 100 villagers and 16 fishing ships. Eldry, the 24-hour stream is on the 17th, yes. It is on the 17th, man. I'm trying to get the word out. I announced it just a few days ago. So I think whatever goes down with blue and yellow is going to dictate the pace of the game. Because these two are going to be buddy-buddy. It's very similar to the other game we saw on this map. It was Gear and some other player who was Mayans. But anyways, I think they're going to be buddy-buddy out of necessity. And then in the event it turns into a 1v1 between them later on, then they'll have to turn on each other. But I think if someone snipes yellow, they could kill blue and vice versa. Elliot, you're welcome, man. Gladly. Avarion donated $5. He said, T90, that code you gave me to rig myself in and the rest of the Knife Clan into community games has been malfunctioning. Could you do some tech support later? That's a lie. He's trying to make me look bad. That is an out-and-out lie, Varion. Thank you for your money, but there's no code. Dares oppose us. Wait, what'd he say? Wait, Dux you hear, we ally. And Dux says sure. Who for? And then Blue says whoever dares oppose us. Oh, I see. So I think I wasn't paying attention to signals for that moment, but I think that Yellow signaled the army and said who's this for, and Blue says for whoever opposes us. Yeah, makes sense. Dux is making some knights. Alright, has some attack upgrades. We haven't talked a lot about purple. As far as I know, purple wasn't affected by that bomb that went off earlier. Wow, he has a lot of castles making Mangudai. Holy crap. Well, no wonder his vill count is low, because he hasn't been collecting a lot of food. Actually not creating villagers, he's going Huang style. He has a lot of castles. Holy cow, this will be 4. Okay. Well, it's gonna heat up, alright? It's gonna heat up. We saw how quickly things can develop with the king explosions. And players just have to make moves. I would kind of expect gray to struggle versus blue and yellow, so maybe he needs some help from Dux the Savior. What is Gray even doing? Oh, I figured it would be elephants. There they are. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And I also saw the careening upgrade. Does that mean he's making transports? Because careening does give transport ships more pop room. No. No transports as far as I can see. Dolljaw, welcome. Thank you for the 3 months, man. Oh, and Whoopee Cushion. Thank you, Whoopee Cushion. Yeah, so in regards to the 24-hour stream, you have to realize mid-April was when we hit the 24-hour stream goal, and it's now August. I moved to late July, early August. I'm still not even completely settled yet. And then I will be in Manchester, England for 5 days when I'm there for ECL at the end of this month. Blue dying. Blue is being attacked by green. Blue did lose some units here. He doesn't have any more crossbows. Yeah, so I mean, I know that like, in an ideal world, I would have a date that would work well for everyone, but that's just not how it works. But hopefully, if you guys are busy during the day, you can stop by at night, because I will be live for 24 hours. Blue's king is in here. Green doesn't have any siege to back it up. He does have some war wagons, though. If he kills blue, yellow could die as well. So yellow needs to help. And I think yellow can with elite plumes. He could definitely counter the arbalest. Not so sure about the war wagons. If the war wagons are elite, then plumes struggle. I'm not sure if green's going to have enough yet. I also have no clue why green is attacking this mill instead of the TC. That's weird. Dr. Hertz has now changed green to enemy. So maybe Dr. Hertz will work with blue and work with yellow. Why is green attacking the mill? No! No, dude! Why are you attacking the mill? Well, he's lucky he killed the mill when he did. Because it could have been worse. But, alright. He just turned on the guy to kill his army and sit there. And now he'll pay the price. Now blue is recovered. Gear is here with plumes. And war wagons are strong, but they're expensive. I don't know if green can fight versus 2. We might look back at this and see this as a mistake on green's part. Gray has heavy scorpion. And he has elite battle elephants. Khmer are definitely one of the strongest post-em civs. In 1v1s, they rarely get there. In the competitive scene, they're garbage. But in these community games where you can boom like this, they're fantastic. Yeah, I'll remove the overlay. Sorry, I kind of forget it's there. I get so used to it. I'll remove that now. And we need to keep an eye on where green's king is, right? Because if green's king is anywhere close to blue and yellow, it could be a problem if they snipe it. The king is understandably a little bit further away from the action. So they might be okay with sniping that one. That could affect duck somewhat. Just waiting for gray to make a move. I don't get green's motives. Chose Koreans to go arbalest. He probably chose Koreans because I hate Koreans. The people. No, the Civ, not the people. I almost said the people, not the Civ.
Football only for commie games 5 months.
No, green, you gotta turn on yellow. Does he really have yellow allied? Oh no. Oh god. He doesn't even have yellow enemied. Oh jeez. This has happened to the best of us. Okay, now he's realized. Dr. Hertz says I should not have done that. Wait, what did Dr. Hertz even do? I feel like either my brain is moving very slowly or the game. I think it's probably both. He says I should not have done that. I'm not sure what he's referring to. And he's fine, man. He's fine. Gear had some trebs. Ducks asked about it. And Purple says, we must stand to Gray. I do not know what I can do. Yeah, I mean, Gray's just booming. Gray has 8,000 gold, so best of luck fighting that. He says, but together we have better APM. This is true. This is true. Will be very difficult for Mayans, but Mayans could possibly outlast them. Yeah, purple had Mangadai in green space, killed villagers, and then ran back. Like, the way he said that made me think that he had turned on yellow or turned on blue. And they got angry about it. Duck says, gear, I will help first green. Okay, so green's about... See, this is what should happen in community games, man. Pick Koreans, pay the price. And Ducks turns on him. And he is going to help, true to his word. Malian Cavalier with full upgrades will wipe up the war wagons, and this means that green's gonna die soon. So now what does green do? Does he commit suicide? I'd love to see him commit suicide. Green, pull an Azure Sentry and try and sneak your king around towards yellow's base. That would be beautiful. Don't have too much pride here. Alright? It's normal to try and keep your king alive, but I think in this game mode, just accept that it's over and try and take someone else out with you. No, don't clip the part where I said I'd love to see him commit suicide. Clip everything in context, alright? Okay, so if you look at my clips from yesterday, someone clipped, it was 4 seconds, where I said, hit her, because I was talking about a Vil fight. And the title of the clip on Twitch was T90 Relationship Advice. I don't know who clipped that, but that was not relationship advice. That was commentary on a Vil war, okay? It was definitely not relationship advice, you trolls. Jeez. I think Green, he's trying to hold on. He's not going to. He's gonna die. But it's kind of sad that he won't, like, send his king on a mission. A suicide mission. Wow, Gray, have you ever seen someone try hard as much as this? Imagine if he sent it into Gray's base. Oh, that would be amazing. I realize that Gray seems to be a beastly player, but when you have 9,000 gold and are fortifying your base like this, I always want to see you die. Whereas if you're the type of player who's going crazy and going for snipes, that's the type of player I want to see live. Dr. Hertz is trying to be friends. He says, better idea, who actually wants someone to assist them? Yellow should snipe the king now. Oh my god, blue's attacking the mining camp. Can green get by here? No, he can't. Okay. So the king dies. Oops. King dies. This goat will decay. And I'm a little bit disappointed. I think the first king kill of this game really set the bar high. Buildings will die, but it's mainly greens, and blue and yellow might lose a few units. That's it. So green's out of the game. Boom! Now, the explosion takes out a lot of the golds. It takes out a lot of the trees, even. And Fru realizes just how strong that is. Oh, and there's radiation as well, right? No, I don't think this is the radiation version, because I didn't see it elsewhere. No, this is not the radiation version. This is what I mean. Like, Gear said, oh, I have the version, and he doesn't even have the right version himself. There's so many different maps. I don't know if we need to work on how we title these things. What is this one called? Catan King Boom. Oh, it's 1.2. There might be a 1.3 version or something. Really need to have the person who created the map here. Gundrick has created so many maps for me. And it's always so tough for me to remember what they're all called. Anyways, Purple's been trying to ask for help. I don't think anyone really wants his help. They're not talking to him much. Dr. Hertz, when you rewatch this, man, just create more villagers. Like, that's the big thing with you. You have 92 pop. You look at Gray, he's at 197 population. That's because it's 130 bills. Then he can afford all these expensive technologies. And he's just soaking up all the res. And blue says, I need stone like water. And then I think yellow showed him where the stone is. I think yellow's game plan is to fight by blue's side until they kill everyone and then turn on blue. Dr. Hertz says, where should I hit, my lord? More stronghold throwbacks. There are not enough workers available to run this building, my liege. Wood needed. That's my best one. Wood needed. I'm ready for Ducks to shake things up a little bit. What's he up to? King's inside the town center. Not bad, not bad. Okay, how good is that, guys? How good is that? If you played Stronghold before, isn't that accurate? I'm pretty proud. Yellow says, I Eagles, get Gray. And wait a second, Gray is talking to Purple. So Purple is allied with Blue and Yellow, but I think he was talking to Gray. Or maybe he was talking to all of them and was waiting for anyone to respond. And Gray responded, get Yellow. And now Farouk says, want to take out Purple first, or we ally him against Gray. Yeah, so Purple's not really wanted in this alliance. Feels bad, man. Type 1 in the chat if you've ever had a friend group like this. You're always the last to know about things to do. Too relatable. It's pretty good, thank you, MacMouse, thank you. Well, guys, if it makes you feel any better, what do we have? 1,400 people here. Only one of you would be the last to know about a party I'd invite you to. That's it. I'd invite you all, but, you know, one person would be the last. Only one, alright? That doesn't make sense. It does make sense, but it's weird. Obsidian arrows for Farouk. I was wondering why he was making arbs. Who would be the last one? You, Snapes. You would be. But only because I know that you would still like me afterwards. I wouldn't even go, says Onion Duck. Well, Onion Duck, 1 second. I'll tell you what. Nobody wants this at their party, alright? Nobody wants that at their party, so I wouldn't have even invited you, alright? I was only talking to humans. Nobody wants that Muscovy Duck. No one wants Harold. Duck says, what is this? Well, that's a lot of stuff moving, that's what it is. What is this? Jeez! Oh, Purple's making his move. Okay, he's making his move versus the lumber. Not the sneakiest snipe attempt ever. Blue's also here. If Blue wanted to, he could use the Arbs versus the TCs at any time. Oh, and Yellow and Gray are duking it out. I think Yellow, he built his military buildings on the right side, so he has to send his military across the map to save himself. And then he pisses off Gray in the process. And Duck's the savior, like, what's happening? It's really weird to see this line of yellow across the map. I didn't even realize that. Because Yellow had the plumes at home, I wasn't even thinking about the fact that he didn't have any production buildings there. That's really bad for Yellow. Because now Gray's against him. They'll probably finish off Purple, because Purple doesn't even have Elite Mangadai. But they've awoken the beast. And then there's Ducks. Oh. Do it, Ducks! Do it, Ducks! Get the Ducks! The T90 Ducks in the chat! Do it, guys!
For support on domestic abuse, call the National
Come on!
Domestic Violence Helpline, 1-800-799-SAFE.
The King's in here! Yeah! Get him! No! No! Ducks, please! Get Yellow! Get Yellow if you have to. The King is hiding behind the castle. Ducks has lost sight of it. He had the right idea. I don't think he knows where it is. No! You could get Yellow, though. Wait, where is Yellow? Oh, Yellow's in this castle. Yellow's running. Blue lost sight of his king! I think. He just grouped up all of his units together. He doesn't realize where his king is. His king is in the army! Oh my god! Oh my god! Please get it! Please get it, Ducks. It's right there, man. It's right there. Oh, wait. No, Blue realized. Ah, God, my heart. I can't take it. I can't do this. Woo. Okay, so Faru, he's had a wild ride here. Yellow doesn't seem to be helping him much. Now, Yellow has to worry about himself now. Speaking of Yellow, his king is back in this castle. Dux the Savior has the Cavalier and the Gebettos. Will have enough to kill this castle. But the king is in this castle now. Duck says, heroes, Yellow one enemy to me, so I stick with you. To be honest, this is setting it up for Gray perfectly. Because Gray has barely had to fight. Is fighting here on the right, but it's so easy for Khmer to kill this. With this many elephants, and honestly, Elephant, Siege Ram, Scorpion would just destroy his Mayans. There's no counter. I'd recommend letting me in the castle. That's what Purple says. Oh my god, that's so interesting. And Gray's like, yes, I will let you, because I know if I don't let you, you can just delete it. Wow, Purple. He could change this whole game with this king, despite being otherwise out of the game. What if Gray would have said no there? That'd be funny. Oh, and now, you know what Purple can do? He could say, hey, Ducks, send me resources. Or maybe he'll start asking for resources to kill the king. That doesn't make any sense because he has to kill himself and then he can't use the resources. But I don't know. There's possibilities if Purple gets in here. Some men just want to watch the world burn. How's Yellow doing? Not doing so good. His king is still over here. Only 100 population. I could see what he tried to do by expanding. Blue says, I think we're dead. I'm going to go out with a bang. Yes, you are going to go out with a bang. Who are you going to bang? And Gear says good to Blue. He doesn't even say farewell, my friend. He's just like, good, die. And now Gear says, Ducks, you can't face them. Alright, the phrasing wasn't great, alright? Especially saying who you're gonna bang, as Gear says, they turn you on. That's... Oh, wow, Duck says, you turned on me. Woo! Oh my god, please, Blue! This would be sick! This would be sick. Tell me Gray's king is actually in here. It is. Okay, Faru's been defeated. Gray realized! Tell Purple at least! Tell Purple! You bastard! He says leave, run with the king. You can eject him! You can eject him! What a play from Blue. No! Purple's gonna die! That's perfect for Gray. Oh! What? Alright. Well, the explosion wasn't enough to kill the castles. Purple lives. Oh, I would love to see Purple get into a transport ship and chase Gray down. Now, explosions over the water, they don't work the same as on land. So the safest spot for you is probably on the sea. Goodness. Back to Yellow. Yellow's king is still alive. He's only at 36 pop. Dux is arguably in the strongest position right now in terms of resources. He has way more resources. Gray still has a lot though, and I like Gray's composition more. Alright, well, this has been fascinating. Very hectic. Yellow is currently making more barracks, and he has one town center producing bills. So it would take him a long, long time to reboot back into the game. Where's Purple's king at? Purple's king is back at home. There's just not a lot of wood left on this map. In fact, a lot of the wood is exploded. There's some wood down here. Dux has a lot of the resources. Check this out. Wood, gold, a relic. Dux is allied with Gray. He should see that Gray's king is here if he wants to turn on him, but I'm not sure what his intentions are right now. He just says where. And Yellow signals here. So is Dux speaking to Yellow? It seems like he is. Gear says king somewhere. This looks awful. This looks awfully suspicious, Ducks. And just a refresher on where Ducks' king is, it's just in the TC. No HP upgrades, probably not the wisest place for your town center, for your king town center to be. And Gray is in the transport ships. He was in the transport ships. This transport ship has trebs. Gray's just gonna do this all over again, apparently. We need another king to detonate here so these castles go down. So blue tried. Credit to him for that attempt. Yellow, I think he'll attempt to reboom on land. He does have 2 relics, so it'll take a while, but you never know. Yeah, the reason the castle survived, guys, is because he got the HP upgrades. So getting the HP upgrades is always very important. And Duck says, I think he's on a boat. Demos. Oh! What Dux doesn't want to do... Oh, actually, the king is back in the castles. But the last thing Dux wants to do here is to piss off Gray. And let Gray know that he's on to him. I think Gray will snipe Dux. Go to Gray's point of view. He's allied with Dux' savior. He probably has looked around here. He sees that TC. And he sees this TC, though. I mean, this one's actually easier to kill, and that's one with the king in it. I will see. This game, this is the way it works. Big explosion, 20 minutes of downtime. Big explosion, 20 minutes of downtime. As the players plot. Joshy, thank you very much for the Prime sub. Dele Alex, thank you for the 4 months. He said T90 Duck. Yes, we have the new emote. This is what Onion Duck looks like. And Duck's a savior. So many ducks. Anyways, Mazzy, thank you for the $5 donation. I guess this isn't a joke. This is like legitimate. For support on domestic abuse, call the National Domestic Voice Helpline, 1-800-799-SAFE. Well, it's kind of random. Oh, no, it's not random, because you guys clipped me saying... You guys clipped me and my relationship advice when I said hit her. I get it now, thank you. Professor Sausage, thank you. Vengeance said, I quit football only for community games 5 months ago. Best decision of my life. That's amazing, man. Never again will you regret quitting exercise for video games. Sorry, Perp, you need help against Gray. He be good, says Gear. I mean, everyone needs help. It's just Ducks and Gray right now. We're waiting for them to make a decision. Duck said demos. He is making some demos. Oh! It's stealthy, too. At least I believe it's stealthy. Okay, and Ducks just researched treason, I believe. He's allied with Gray, though. I'm not sure if that information helps him, and he should realize that the king is not in this transport ship, and these are in trebuchets instead. Both Ducks and Heroes of Our Time are thinking about killing each other at the same time while they are allied. Yeah, Gray's king is here. I really hope that Purple tries to commit suicide or something. At this point, I think that's the best case scenario, but he would need to... So he won't kill the king, it'll just weaken the castles again.
No.
Yellow, gray. Is either of you protecting pink?
No.
Gray says nah. You know, the other thing about the explosion is I think the closer the king is to you, the more damage it does. So if purple were to explode, maybe it would kill Gray. Yeah, purple's trading with gray, but he's at 44 pop. You know, like, he needs an awful lot of trade for that to pay off. You know what would be a next level strategy? Actually, you know what? I was about to say something dumb. I was going to say, delete your king, and then send in military. That wouldn't work. What you could do, and this is getting really complicated now, is you could send military before you delete your king from purple's base. And then, hopefully, that military will not explode. You know, like, the timing will be there, so the military arrives right after the explosion hits. I don't know, it's tough. Ducks, we trade. That's what yellow says. Just, I'm sorry to keep saying the word suicide, but just sacrifice yourself. Just sacrifice yourself. If purple and yellow deleted their kings on gray, gray would die. You can go one here, one here. Gray could never run, and it'd be over. Don't reboom back from... Oh, you know what? Yellow's gonna prove me wrong. He is at 140 pop. And he says water trade. Also, Ducks is being way kinder than I would be in letting yellow take the gold.
Damn it. I broke my streak. I demand a T90 farm to heal my pain.
Noob Games. Chat's gonna help you out with the farms, man. Thank you. Yeah, remember, Gray's king is here. What is he saying? Hey! I'm gonna get demonetized because of this. What is this? This is a family-friendly channel. Alright, Ducks' king is here. How dare you write fudge? Yellow's king is in his castle still, yep. And he is beginning trade with Ducks' savior. Purple is sending his king towards Ducks. No, don't send it towards Ducks. Why him? See, Ducks can't kill this, because if he kills this, then he loses his base. Oh! Well, he has no choice in the matter. I don't think he was paying attention. Ducks says, purple tried to off me. Well, you better get out of here, buddy. You better get out of here. You know what? I think the relic will get destroyed. Yellow will also lose all of his gold miners, and the gold might even get wiped off the map. He will be fine. Ducks will survive, but so much of his eco is going to go down. The gold is gone. The relic is gone. This game just got so much easier for Gray. I think this is a master space bait here. I think that Gray is hoping that Ducks goes for him. And with 4 castles, the scorpions and elephants and halberdiers, he would just kill Ducks' savior and then the game would be over. Ducks still has plenty of res. Yellow is apparently allied with him and working with him. And Gear says, listen, we need to fight Gray or he wins. Yeah, okay. So, I've heard this probably like 6 times over the last 45 minutes. I've yet to see anyone fight Gray. No one's made the move. Ducks, you legend. You absolute legend. Look how many petards he has. I mean, this is going to be an epic failure, right? Surely Gray is paying attention to this. Yeah, Gray's just... He wants Ducks to do this. He's just... All he's doing is watching this. Now, Ducks, what you should do is say just passing. No, or he's going to commit. Alright. Well. It's worth a shot. And Gray was just sitting there. Gray didn't even send his transports out yet. Did he? Wait, did he? I don't think he did. Duck says, why did you turn on me, man? Why would you do that? He says, saw your petards. They were just passing. He says he was going to yellow. Yellow's not even close to that direction. That's what you need to do, though. Make Gray feel guilty. He knew what you were trying to do, though. Where did Gray send his transport ships? Is there one in here? Sorry, I'm checking idle military. And I don't see it. Maybe he brought his military off the transport ships. Has research trees and sees gray or ducks is just in the town center. Sees yellow is in this castle. Yellow immediately switches castles. Right side by yellow. Right side? You mean left side? Scuttle Frog. It's alright, I got you, man. I know what you mean. Okay, so is he going for yellow first, or is he going for Ducks' Savior? I'm glad he's doing this, because the game has slowed down an awful lot, so I'm glad he's doing this. This is what he sees. Oh my god, he almost lost his trebuchets. That would have been awful. Almost lost his trebs to that castle. Look how weak the transport is. He's on the move. Dux isn't giving up. Dux is like, I got this. It's hard to see gray on the minimap. Jeez, I gotta control group these. Dux is in. Alright, so that's just the first batch of Vitards. Wait for the trebs. Gray must be focused on this snipe. Oh, Dux' Savior moved! Oh my god! Dux' Savior is in this transport ship! Gray's passing the transport ship that Dux' Savior is in! How hilarious is that? Oh god, he just researched treason, but now he has a decision to make because he doesn't have Navy. He could always eject the Arbalest onto the shoreline, but if Dux stays in the transport ship and away from the shoreline, he's fine. No, Dux' Savior! No, Dux' Savior! No! Gray still can't see it! He just researched treason again. That's like all the gold he has. Now, it would be hilarious if Dux just runs to a castle or runs to his base now. Quick, Dux! Swiftly, man, come on. This is good for yellow, because yellow's trading with Dux the entire time. Gray must still be confused. He can't find him. Is he just gonna give up and go for yellow? I think he is. Meanwhile, Dux is trebbing Gray's castle. He's killed one. But Gray he's determined to keep that wall up. What an interesting game. It's so weird. There's not much resources left in the map. Not many resources left in the map, sorry. Okay, Yellow's king is in this castle. Okay. Dux the Savior with Gebetto Cavalier holds on and will continue to treb. Awful economies for everyone. Except for Yellow. Yellow, give him credit, he's reboomed. I think Yellow will defend from this, though. I think all the trebs for Gray will die. Gray's palms are sweaty, mom spaghetti. He's letting it slip. He's definitely letting it slip. I don't think he pressured enough when he had the military. Almost too defensive. And somehow, some way, Yellow reboomed into this. Yellow should have never reboomed back into this game. Where's Dux the Savior's king at? It's on the move. Okay. I have a sneeze. Just forewarning you. I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not going to sneeze. Sorry. It felt like I needed to sneeze over the last 10 minutes, and it just keeps coming and going. So, how does this play out now? Yellow's one castle. Yellow's in Orange's base. Yeah, I saw he's raiding a little bit. No, he wasn't raiding. He's still allied with Dux. There's not much of a base for Dux. Dux doesn't have a single working farm. So he's just going through the resources he has, and once that's it, that's it. Yellow's just raiding Gray. Now Dux is on the move, though. I don't think he's going for a suicide attempt. I think he really wants to kill Gray. Gray is actually weaker than yellow is now. Just Dux doesn't realize that yet. Unless Dux commits suicide over there, that'd be pretty spicy. I think the problem with... So, it's an amazing concept. I think the problem is the map needs to be bigger. Because there's no resources on the map anymore. After a few explosions, there's very few resources. Also, you can't safely trade on this map, which is a big concern. Whoa! Well, Gray is over here with Navy. Did Dux somehow... How is Dux surviving this? Jeez, man. I don't know how Dux is still alive. Watch. Is Gray gonna see it? Oh, he sees it. Okay. Dux is dead. Now, Dux still has units here, but I think most of them are on stand grounds. So there will be no explosion here. There's no explosions in the water. So if anyone ever has a nuclear bomb, a nuclear king, just throw a little bit of water on it and it will never go off, alright? So well played, Dux the Savior. Gray doesn't have eco anymore. He's at 66 population. His only hope is a snipe. He says, the question is, do I stand a chance? Well, you do if you have Trebs and Arbalest. You always stand a chance.
Yes.
The problem is he can't commit suicide now. He can't delete his king because then the game immediately ends. There's no explosion. Yellow's king is in what I believe is Yellow's only castle right here. So it is possible. He just has to get a move on. A move on before... Well, hold on. Oh, no, his king's in the transport. Duh. A move on before Yellow gets him. And Yellow will get him. Why doesn't Gray have a good chance? Looks like he's winning to me. What about Gray's situation makes you think he's winning? Like, the score was because of the previous things that happened, right? He has 3 farmers that I can see. 4 Nope, she's not even farming. No wood to chop. 100 wood, 300 food, and 1,200 gold. 69 population! He could do it! He could do it! That is the population of champions. Time to go. He's losing pop. Time to make a move. And, Yellow has 6,000 food. He has 3,000 gold, 2,000 wood. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I promise the game is not tiring. It slowed down a little bit, but, just yawning. It happens. Alright, so the game is paused. Now, this is interesting because Gear is the host of the game. In the event that Gear dies and resigns and leaves the game, it ruins spectating for us. And we are 2 minutes behind the actual game time. So you look to the top left, this is the host time. And the game has just stopped. So this makes me think that possibly 2 minutes in the future, Gray looped around, sniped Yellow, and Yellow closed the game out. It's possible. I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping we get to see any snipe. Anger Fernando says, hello, heroes of our time here. I was disconnected from the game. Oh, man. Well, that's a lot less exciting. So, I think we should just call it there. I didn't really think that Gray had a chance of killing Yellow. I think we should probably just call the game. Like, Gray had... He didn't even have enough arbs to one-shot a king. He had 4 arbalest. Even if he got here and killed the castle, the king ejects to the north. There's plumed archers here to protect. You were rebooming. Dude, you had 1 TC and there was no wood for you to chop. I mean, I don't care how angry you are, Fernando. I don't think that you could ferociously boom here. You really have no chance. But it was a great game. I'll message Gear to at least let him know. I mean, we could always save and restore it, but I really feel like there's no opportunity. It was a rough time starting that game. We had some technical problems. So hopefully in the third game, or the next game we do, it won't be as bad. Here's a look at the achievements though, guys. 647 kills for Gray. I think Gray's mistake was he wasn't aggressive enough. He has all these kills, but what did he get from that? He didn't really kill anyone. He didn't get a great position. I think he was too defensive. And on a map like this where you don't have a lot of resources to boom with, after it all explodes, I think that hurts you. 40,000 gold collected in this game. Yellow did a great job to reboom, though. Credit to him. He was at 40 population at one point and ended up coming back. Gear says I dropped, yeah. Not only did you drop, but the Angry Fernando, who was gray, also dropped. So it's all right. Gear, if you could come back, though,